the last 10 years, one of our main pieces to the mission has been rebuilding houses in some of the poorest villages in the entire world. So Batey 50 was our first. We rebuilt all of those houses, all 50 plus houses in about 5 years. And yes, that's something to applaud. And about 3 years ago, we entered Batey La Papita, a small village on a hill about 45 minutes outside the city, and we've been rebuilding homes there the past few years. And as many of you know, our group has multiple trips every year. We partner with different groups throughout the year. There's different ages, there's different skill sets, there's different faiths. It's a group, a collective effort to make this happen on many, many levels. So here's a story from one of our DRMT members. Mike Hahn traveled with us for the first time in 2017, 2 years ago. He grew up in California with his mom, his dad, and the rest of his family. His parents were doctors, and they were very involved in missions growing up. So the idea of missions was instilled at a young age. Ultimately, he ended up on the East Coast, and he attended the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy in Kings Point, New York. He later moved to New York City, became a part of Hillsong Church, where I met him. And he was eager to be a part of the mission field again, which would be his first time in over 11 years. So please welcome Mike Hahn. Hello, Mike. We do like each other. We're friends. Okay, so why did you decide to go in 2017?
Everyone here's got me really nervous, actually. Well, as you said, so I actually went on missions a lot in youth group, and my parents were very involved in missions. And once I went to college, and once I started working, I just felt like I was sort of like past the missions phase, like grew out of it. And I just thought I was supposed to work and write checks and donate, which is great, please donate. But I don't know, I just felt like I was sort of done with going to missions, which was a little bit silly. And in 2017, it just had this itch, it just sort of hit me like, why do I think I'm past the point in my life where I'm supposed to go on missions? So I wanted to go again. So I saw Facebook pictures of you in the DR. I saw Facebook pictures of my 6th grade English teacher in Haiti. Reached out to both, and I ended up, after not going anywhere for 11, 12 years, I ended up going to Haiti and the DR within a matter of a couple months.
And as I mentioned, his parents were very involved in missions growing up when you were all little, and that spirit was instilled in you at a young age. I remember being in La Papita, and you were sending pictures to your family text.
Yeah, so in all the times I've been on missions, it was sort of with youth group. My parents they used to go on maybe 10, 15 mission trips a year for the time that I was in college. And I've seen a lot of pictures of them, but we never got to go together. So when I went in 2017, I had sent some pictures of us that might be up, or of us at La Papita, building houses and playing with kids, and I sent it in a group family chat. Little did I know that those pictures I sent my family were actually going to be the last pictures that my father saw of me. 4 days after we returned back from the 2017 DR trip, my father was in a scuba diving accident and he passed away. And so about a week or so later, my aunt who came to the funeral had told me that she actually saw the pictures of me in the DR because my father was telling everyone, showing people the pictures and telling everyone how proud he was of me. So we never got to speak, but not until after his passing did I find out that he saw those pictures and was like boasting about me in the DR with this team and how proud he was.
Yeah. And holding on to those words, I'm sure, over the next months, 2018 rolls around, you have the opportunity to go on this trip again, you make the decision to go again. So how did the trip in 2018 differ from your first trip in 2017?
Yeah, so coming back, it was a rough year. But then 2018 rolled around, and knowing how proud my father was seeing me there, it was bittersweet. I signed up for the trip knowing it was going to be a very bittersweet trip. So sign up for 2018, we head over to Dominican Republic, land over there within the first couple days in La Papita, where those were the pictures. The house that we were building was up, and the church that we were building, and all these things that my father saw pictures of us doing were all right in front of me again. And when I set foot there, I heard my father, I don't know how theologically sound this is, but in my spirit I heard my father saying, "I'm proud of you," just as he had told my aunts that he was of me. And right after hearing or remembering my father saying how proud he was of me being in La Papita, I almost heard God say, "And I'm also proud of you too." And I got to look at our team running around La Papita, and I almost saw God smiling over our whole 2018 team. And I saw him saying, "I'm proud of all you guys, actually." And so that whole week was pretty difficult because, the hospital that's built now is phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, it's amazing. And my father being a doctor, I actually, in the 2017 trip, wanted to invite my father to the 2018 trip. And so since we didn't have that chance to do that together, I almost imagined my father being there in the 2018 trip. I heard him getting excited in the halls of the hospital about how great the work is that the hospital's doing. And I heard him, at the morning breakfast, we have little team roundups, and all the medical people are at one breakfast table, and I almost pictured him at that table with the medical people in 2018. And so he was sort of there in my imagination or spirit, and a lot of it was bittersweet, but as difficult as 2018's trip was, and I wish he were there physically with me and here with us tonight, it was just encouraging to know how proud both him and God our Father is of me and of our team being there.
Yeah. Very special. So what keeps you going back? Why this mission? Why this place? What is it for you about this work that's special and that keeps you coming back?
I love you. It's a lot of fun going with friends and community. And we didn't talk about this before, but I was just thinking, in Corinthians it says, you can do all sorts of great things pretty much, but without love, it's just clanging cymbals, right? Or essentially, it's annoying. Right? Don't do it if there's no love behind it. And I just think that there's so much love in the work that we do there. I just am all in right now on just what this team has done for 30-some years, even though I've only been a part of it for 2. And I just want to take the little that I have now and be faithful with it. And so I have peace, I have joy being with this team. I know my Father's proud of me when I say that, both my earthly father and my godly father. And I just feel called to continue to pour in my little resource into being a part of this team right now.
And I know you mentioned to me in the past how just as your parents have instilled the spirit of mission, it's very special for you to see other parents. It's like I said, there's a wide range of age, and there's parents bringing kids, and there's grandparents bringing their kids and their grandkids, and to see that is very special, and I know we've talked about that before as well. Do you feel like this is a phase, or do you feel like this is something that will continue on for you?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought post-youth group you're not supposed to go on missions. That's silly and that's wrong, first of all. But it's incredible to see your family, to see you, your siblings, to see John and Amay and your grandparents all in one mission field at the same time. It's great to see, I don't know if they're even here, but Kyle and Ava or Jordana and Bella, and just it's really cool to see parents and their kids going on these trips together. And it's not a waste either, I don't even want to use that word, but I see just the impact that these teenagers or young people have in the communities there. People in 70s plus are in our team, and just the impact that they have and how unique their role is on our team. And honestly, I think it's incredible that people are able to pass that through generations. I'm so grateful that my father did missions and that I got to watch him do that. And I hope to be a part of an influence of a generation of my own sphere of influence in the years to come, that, we just take a little bit of what we have and just be faithful with it and to impact, the many to come.
Yeah, that's incredible. And I know for myself, when I get to witness a story like this, and I'm thankful that it's a close friend, it's so clear to me that we get to see the power of Jesus and the power of how he allows us to leave a legacy. So I look at Mike and I see you your dad, there couldn't have been a stronger legacy than what he did. He never physically went with our group, and he's now living through you, and that's his legacy that he's left. And I think that is extremely powerful, and I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful for you. It was very brave of you to talk about this, and we're grateful, so let's give him a hand for that. And so, before we wrap up, I know how special Batey La Papita is to you and the people of that village. My family, and we've gotten close and we've seen you there. And so I'm going to invite your girlfriend Liz to join us for a moment because she has something to tell you. Let's give a hand for Liz, everyone.
So like Josh said, your dad's legacy will live on in La Papita, and we wanted to take it one step further. So with the help of this group in front of you and a few of your close friends, we raised more than $9,200 to build this house in La Papita this July.
So Liz is holding the blueprint of what will be the house that will forever be in La Papita in memory of his father. So let's give them a hand one more time. And Suzanne, please come forward. A quick note. Stay right here.
I just wanted to say, surprise! No. I just wanted to say what a blessing it has been to work with you on this project. And if you want a new job, come work with me. The pay is awesome, but I just wanted to give you a little thank you. Liz worked with me to raise the funds, but really Liz did everything. You did an amazing job. And I thank you if you're here and you contributed from the bottom of our hearts. We thank you for this house. Join us on the mission field this summer to help us build it. We couldn't have done it without you, so thank you. And we hope you're blessed and surprised, and your dad will be there for forever.